Okay, here we go. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Port Jervis Middle School, uh, Washington, D.C. informational trip. This is for our eighth graders, and we are excited for you. We're excited for this year, and thanks for joining the meeting. Parents, if you want to, there's a little hand at the bottom of the screen. Miss Mears, if you want to mute there, I'm going to mute you. Um, if there's a little hand on the bottom of your screen, students should know how to do it. Parents, raise your hand. You can do it physically or just press the hand if you went on the Washington, D.C. trip as a kid. I'm seeing some hands.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Oh, yeah.
Holy
Miss Cook too.
The tradition lives on. Well, it was my first time last year, and I was blown away. Miss Medina did a heck of a job, but it really was a special trip. We didn't have any problems. And really, Mr. Decker, who's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame this weekend in Port Jervis, really made it very special, very Port Jervis focused, right? Kelly Decker showed us Port Jervis people on the the Vietnam Memorial. Kelly Decker showed us different veterans from Port Jervis on the different memorials. Very, very cool. Very, very neat. So students, you're here. Obviously, you're interested. Parents, you're here. Obviously, you're interested. And it is a great tradition in Port Jervis Middle School. So before I turn it over to Miss Medina, since coming back from the pandemic, parents and students, Ms. Cook and I have seen a lot of kind of behaviors. Even today, after the assembly, students, we saw some behaviors we didn't like. So we are putting a hard rule in here. If you get 6 or more referrals, 6 or more, you're not going on the trip. That's a lot. That's more than one referral, a month.
And that starts, not to interrupt, Mr. Murata, that starts tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Starts tonight,
So
in case you're racked up.
If you've had a month that's been a little bit rough, we're starting that tonight. So tomorrow will be day 1.
But we want not only you to have a great, successful year, we want to make sure there's not a problem on the trip. So we are putting that in place. That includes a superintendent hearing, and we want you to be in good standing. Many of you have asked, what is good standing? Good standing is your grades are in line, your attendance is in line, and certainly your behavior. That's in good standing. And we want you to be a good citizen. We want you to be in good standing. I talk too much. Senora Medina, I will turn it over to you.
Sure. Just bear with me a second. I would like to present my slideshow so that I can give you all the information. And here we go. It's been a while since I did a Google Meet. So it's like, wow, like all new to me now. They actually changed the icons in the bottom and everything. All right. So can you see my screen now?
We can.
All right. Perfect. Well, the Washington, D.C. trip this year is from April 13th through the 15th. So it's a little bit of a change from past years because we normally go the week before Easter break. This year we're going the week after Easter break. And the reason for that is that if we went the week before Easter break, it would be March. Last year we went at the end of March and it was very cold. Most of the tours were outdoors. So it was, we thought that it would be best to go a little bit later in the year. April, hopefully this year is a little bit warmer. So that's the reason for that. Also another change, we normally go from Friday, we leave on a Friday morning and we come back on Sunday night. So this year we're leaving on a Thursday morning. So we are going to be going on Thursday, Friday, coming back Saturday evening. That will give us Sunday to recuperate to go back to school on Monday. Last year it was tough to go back on Monday. To school on Monday. So that's the reason also why we are leaving on a Thursday this time. All right, so let me see. So the trip includes the hotel accommodations, of course, transportation will be going by bus. The meals, except for one meal, on the way to Washington, D.C. that day, the students will have to bring their lunch. Other than that, all the meals are included. We'll have a tour guide at all times with each bus. And what else is included? And obviously all the attractions and activities. All right. I posted the itinerary along with the information, the registration information, but just to give you an idea of where we're going to be visiting. So we'll visit the Arlington National Cemetery, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, the Marine Corps Memorial, the Capitol, the Jefferson Memorial, pretty much all the memorials. That summarizes the itinerary. Also the Martin Luther King Memorial. What else? The Smithsonian Museums. And this year we have added the White House, of course, Vietnam Veterans Memorial, the Washington Monument. And this year we have added also the Spy Museum. So that is my first time going. So we heard very good about it. Hopefully kids will enjoy it. These are the trip details. So again, like I said, we are leaving the 13th, April 13th. We'll return the 15th. It's $660 per student. And the first payment is due October 14th. That's the deposit, which is $100. The next payment, bear with me, will be November 14th. That will be $176. Third payment, December 14th, $176. And then the final balance will be due January 30th. So the first payment, $100, then all the consecutive payments will be $176. And the final balance will be due on January 30th. We will do 3 fundraisers. We'll start one on Monday. We'll do Krispy Kreme, we'll do chocolates, popcorn, a total of 3 fundraisers before the trip that will go directly to each student account. So whatever they make, 50% of that of the earnings go to their World Strides account. By the way, World Strides is the travel agency that we are using this year. What else do we need to? Okay, so the link, I posted also this information on Google Classroom. We have the link. This is the link here. Let me see if I can show you. Here it is. All right, so this is the link where we need to register, spark.worldstrides, that's the travel agency.com. You will need a code, and the code is right here. It's also posted in Google Classroom. There's a flyer with all this information there. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting anything. Ms. Coco, Mr. Morera, let me see the code, the registration.
Somebody asked Ms. Medina if you could share the slideshow, if you want to put it in the chat or in the Google Classroom.
I will, but what I said, there's another flyer there with all this information, in addition to the one that I already posted a few days ago. So this information also in the, but I will also post the slideshow. Yes, of course.
And then, you know, last year, a lot of people asked about COVID and refunds. Ms. Medina, we did get it's refundable, right? If something were to happen, it's fully refundable, except their deposit?
Yeah, that's what I was forgetting about. I knew I was forgetting something. So yes, it's called the full refund program, and it's $44. That's included in the price I gave you, the $660. So if, God forbid, you need to cancel, you have up to 24 hours prior to the start of the trip. The day before, you can cancel. No reasons, no questions asked. You will get the full refund minus the $44 you pay for the travel insurance for the full refund program.
And there was a question about chaperones. Absolutely, there's chaperones. You guys are broken up into about groups of 10, and that chaperone is kind of responsible for you. What we have, I don't know, 10, 12 teachers went last year?
Right.
8. We had 8.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's school chaperones.
Schools, yeah, school,
Yeah,
staff from the school, yeah.
1 per 10 students.
There was a question, Ms. Medina, about single rooms, if the person wanted to pay for a single.
Yeah, they usually give us quad rooms, so 4 people per room. You can request an upgrade, an additional cost for a triple, 3 people, or for a double. Not sure about singles, I can ask that, but there is an additional cost. I don't remember for a triple, I think it was $30-something. For the double, I believe it was $40-something. I'm not sure of the fees for this year, so I will ask that information. And I would also, they were asking for a single, yes. So I will ask for the fee for a single room.
And we could chat about that. Yeah, I don't know if that's the best, maybe to have a middle schooler alone in their hotel room, but we could chat about what that looks like. Do we get to pick who are we in the room? How does that work, Miss Medina?
Yes, so for the most part, I always accommodate their requests. So 2 weeks before the trip, they will tell me who they want to room with. There's a form they can fill out, and then I will try our best to accommodate everybody.
Good questions, guys. Very good. What else? What are some other questions? Can we put in the classroom different payments? Yeah, for that question, the list of when the payments are due are in there, and there's a schedule of it. And again, it is refundable, but really you have to decide as a student and a family, hey, do I want to do this? Sometimes you look at the cost, it's like, wow, that's expensive, right? After the trip, when we came home, nobody was saying, man, that was really expensive, right? The kids had an amazing time. It was really special. It was a really special time. There are not parent chaperones. It is Port Jervis staff that does come. It is not parent chaperones.
And please don't forget about the 3 fundraisers. They can cover a lot of the cost, if not all.
Yeah.
Ms. Medina, I was just going to say, just to say it again, it's pretty cool for the fundraisers this time, because that goes into the individual student account, right? 50%. So if I sell whatever, that comes back to me, Mrs. Cook. It's not like it all goes into a pot together.
It's not like in 7th grade where it goes to the entire class. In 8th grade, it goes to each individual account.
Right, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Are the kids going to come home with the fee schedule and we can pay cash?
No, everything is done online. So I posted the flyer, and it's a website. The website is spark.worldstrides.com. There is a code, and you need to register online. We don't accept cash. Everything goes through World Strides. That's the travel agency we are using. Once you register, you pay the registration fee. You will get all the payment schedules, everything, all the information you need. But I will post it also in Google Classroom. Everything is done online.
Yeah, a lot of good questions here. Do you need money for extra things? Certainly, the meals are included. Breakfast was at the hotel, but kids, we shopped our way through DC. You go to the stores, they bring you to the little trinket shops. I saw more little White House things and Abraham Lincoln chairs than I've seen. They bought a lot of things last year, Camden. So yeah, spending money. They absolutely did that. There's a question in there. Do roommates have to be of the same gender? Yeah, that's a good question. There's gender questions are coming up, bathrooms and things like that. It's really the comfortability of the group. As of now, they are, the rooms are, it's the boys in one room and the girls in the other. We know there are students identifying the genders and that sort of thing. It's the comfortability there of the group. So we can have private conversations with the people involved there. But yes, it is by gender for the rooms. So what happens if you pay in full and then sell the fundraiser? Will the money go back at that point? If you pay in full and then sell for the fundraiser? That's a good question.
Yes. That happened last year because the last payment is due January, at the end of January, and our third fundraiser doesn't finish until like the end of February. So you will get a refund. World Strides will give you a refund for whatever you pay extra. And the candle fundraiser, that's not for the Washington, D.C. trip. That I don't remember what that's for. That's another fundraiser they're doing. Is the PTA maybe? I'm not sure. Oh no, I think it's the drama club. I just got an email today. The drama club. For we're gonna start one. It's a new fundraiser. I will post all the information tomorrow or Tuesday morning. What is it called? It's the first time we are doing this fundraiser. Is cookie? They were saying cookie dough, popcorn, and cookies. And the name of the, let's see if I remember, of the company, everything will be done online as well. It's called, let me see, oh, here we go. Sorry, bear with me. It's the first time we are working with them. And hold on.
Very healthy foods there for the fundraisers, Miss Medina.
Yeah, I know. My next time we'll do a vegetable one. All right. Oh, geez. It's goodies, something goodies. I don't remember right now the name. Can't find have so many emails right now. Sorry. But I will give you all the information. Everything will be done online, and 50% of what they sell will go to their account.
There's a question. How many people usually go on the trip? Last year, I think we had about 80, 70, 80.
82, I believe. Yeah, normally 80. If we were able to have more than like 95, at least 95, the cost of the trip will go down to 630 as opposed to 660. But that it depends on if we have 80 or 85, it will be 660. That's normally the number we have each year.
But hey, we would love to have a lot of kids go. It's a special time. It's a special thing. Parents, we do have an in-person meeting where we go over the packing list. We go over kind of exactly what the itinerary is, the do's and don'ts, the oohs and the ahs. We do go over all of that stuff. We want you to feel safe. We want your child to feel safe. We go over scenarios. What do I do if this happens? All that kind of stuff. My father's ashes are at Arlington National Cemetery. Wow, that's incredible. Any chance we can visit that part of the cemetery? Let's see if we could kind of set that up. The tour guide brings us to certain places, but Michaela, let's talk about what that looks like, and maybe Miss Medina, Miss Cook, with the tour guide can kind of arrange where that is. It's a big place. So the answer is a strong maybe.
We'll try. Yeah, we'll try our best.
That would be nice to try to do that. Michaela, we can talk about.
Please contact me directly. Sorry, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're losing me. I'm losing you.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, there's another question about cell phones. Yes, they are allowed on the trip. There were certain times and certain things in the cemetery where they asked you to put them away, but for the most part, the kids had access to the phones. Yeah. These are great questions.
And I will be sending you pictures and information of what we do every day, so you'll be informed at all times. So Michaela, please send me a separate email about the Arlington Cemetery so I can ask World Strides. There was another question about the fundraiser. So the first one will start next week. I'm waiting for the brochures. Once I get them, we'll distribute them in homeroom or in first period because we no longer have homeroom. And I will post the information in Google Classroom as well, in the 8th grade Google Classroom. Okay.
I don't know what the different payments. Is that in there? Yeah, right, Miss Medina?
I couldn't hear you. Are we talking about what amount of different payments are? Yes, I will post it, but it's $660 total. The registration fee, which is $100, is due October 14th. Then after that, each payment is $176. One due November 14th, the other one December 14th, and the last payment January 30th. I will post this in Google Classroom too.
There's a question about minimal amount of people to go on the trip. I don't know. We don't anticipate that's going to happen. We don't think that's ever happened where we haven't had enough. I don't know if they give you a minimum number, Miss Medina.
They normally don't have. It depends. It goes on a case-by-case basis. I'm not sure of the minimum they need. We never had that issue, really. Last year we were going to go, we had about 70 something, and they said, okay, we'll go with 70 something. So eventually we got 82, but I'm not sure exactly of the minimum number. But all the money, for whatever reason that the trip doesn't happen, you will receive all the money back. There was a question about, my name is Medina, Medina. I'll put it in the chat. And or Bryce, that's the yeah. You can ask me any questions. Yeah, my students, any of they're not my students. I'm in room 118 for the most part. Email me, come see me anytime. Yes.
I like your background, Camden. Our museums in DC shows. Yeah, some of the museums are free. There's a cost for some of them, but it's all part of the package that you pay. Camden, we took a lot of pictures last year. We did do the group shot in front of the Lincoln Memorial, right?
I think we did the White House, didn't we? Was in front of the White House.
Muchos fotos.
Yeah, we did a lot of pictures.
But yeah, some are paid. Some are paid. She mentioned the Spy Museum. I know that has a charge. Last year we went to that airplane museum. My God, it was so good. It was incredible. Yeah, that was awesome.
Fun, yeah.
Any other questions, parents, students? This was great. We'll record it. We'll post it. Students, if your friends, weren't here, encourage them to watch it and certainly do it. We don't want you to miss the deadline, and certainly don't want to have kids get jammed up where they're getting in trouble. So it's about a 5-hour ride, Emily. We stopped a couple times. We're not rushing to get down there. We were actually early last time, right, Miss Medina?
Yep, we were early, like an hour early or something like that. The other questions as well. No zoo. We are not going to the zoo. That's not part of the itinerary. The itinerary is posted in Google Classroom as well. Are the learning students in the White House? No, we are not going inside the White House. The visit will just include the outside. And that's where we will take a panoramic picture.
Yeah, there's a question about the price. Certainly look at what the travel agent runs. They set the price. We kind of break it down, but they do spread it out. So
they also have payment plans. You will need to call them directly, and they do have payment plans. So if that's something that you're interested in, give them a call. The phone number is also in this. I can type it here. Also, it's on the flyer. Is 88887. I'm gonna type it right now, but they definitely have payment plans. 545.
The chaperones do not stay in the rooms with the kids. There's 4 kids in a room. The chaperones are spread out on the floor with the kids. The girls are on one floor, the boys are on the other. The male chaperones on the boys' floor, etc. And there is a security guard at the hotel. In the hallway that kind of monitors the hallway through the night. It was very well last year, very safe. We gave the kids some free time where they were able to be in the lobby and things like that with, there was an adult there. The food, the breakfast was at the hotel, and then there's a lunch voucher and a dinner voucher, and it was kind of different each time. I love the food trucks, Miss Medina. That was cool. There was a voucher for the food trucks, and I don't know, it was really cool. Yeah, Reed, you should be excited. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, tell your friends. Miss Cook and I got to go to another meeting. I hope the parents are coming to join us, but it's almost 7, so I'm going to stop recording here. And
for a couple of minutes, and I'll answer these last questions if you don't mind.
Yeah.